The landscape of Vadodara city is dotted with several step wells and had more than 100 step wells at one point in time. Unfortunately, few of them are accessible and even fewer are in well-maintained state. Situated on the outskirts of the city, on the way to Sindh Road, we come across over a 500-year-old Sevasi step well. It's right at the entrance of the Sevasi village but can be easily missed unless one looks at it carefully. Only then can you see the whole length of the well. It can be accessed through a gate-like structure with a dome in the center, and the gate is decorated with motifs of elephants and tigers. The step well is built with a combination of brick masonry and a system of stone columns and goes 7 levels below the ground. Step wells are known to be built in the east-west direction, and like any other step well, this one is also oriented in the east-west direction. According to a Devanagari inscription on one of its beams, it was built around 1496, and the inscription also states that it was built to commemorate a spiritual leader, Vidyadhar, who died early and was revered in the Sevasi village, which is why Raja Haridas created this step well in his memory. As you look around, you will find decorations and carvings with motifs of torrents, flowers, bells, and of animals such as elephants, horses, and birds. The intermediate levels of the step well have false charokhas created on its walls inscribed with floral patterns. At one level, one comes across a large platform with prayer flags, coconuts, diyas, which meant that people visited this step well for religious activities. In fact, when we went, we saw a live diya signifying the fact that it's currently still used for religious reasons. Without a doubt, this place, if well maintained, would look amazingly beautiful if lit with diyas on special nights like Diwali. In the yesteryears, the step wells were a source of water as they were away from water bodies and majorly constructed in the dry regions. Their water storage effectiveness helped the locals to survive for years in the dry climate and with seasonal fluctuations. Step wells were also considered spaces for women where they came not just to fill water but to also talk uninhibitedly with each other. With modernization and a general lack of interest towards these traditional structures, most step wells are led to become ruins. And so is the case with this step well, which is a classic example of ignored historic architecture. In fact, one cannot go down beyond a certain level because of the bad stench of the stagnant water and mosquito breeding. But for the filth at the lowest levels, this place is a stunning example of complex engineering. The beauty of this antique rustic place makes one wonder how such a wonderful piece of architectural marvel could be designed over 500 years back using traditional means. Which is why all the more my heart pains to see its neglected state, and I sincerely hope and wish that this historic step well stands the test of time for our future generations.